Good morning, everyone. I hope everybody's fine, having a great positive day. I hope everyone already sang this morning, ate salad for breakfast, right? And let me know if you already ran today. What else? Hug your sons and daughters before they went to school. Okay, let's work, right? Okay, here we are. So this is a video with updates for different departments. The first one is about greenhouses for cold and warm countries. So, in warm countries, some of them they have some states, right? They have the rainy season that is too strong. It's almost every day, so small plants can't handle that. So we are going to need greenhouses for all areas that need for one reason or another. The other places are too hot, so the little seedlings gonna burn, right? So we need a shaded area. And for some places are too cold. They need greenhouses for real food, not only for sprouts, right? And we are going to build masonry greenhouses for all these residential communities so people can make improvements and make proper masonry greenhouse attached to their own house if their house is facing right sideways or frontwards the sun, right? So we are going to have a few templates, let's say 8 or so, and people can adjust a little something if it's needed. So according to if the house it's an apartment, the house it's a real house, or so we will have options for people to build with real glass, right? Strong real glass on the roof and on the sides to have the maximum light as possible, and also to slide the windows so when it's warm, right, they can have fresh air. Also, we need a fan installed for air circulation, and only if it's really, really cold, they maintain it closed, but as soon as it's fresh, or on the days that it's fresh, they open it up for fresh air because our plants need. The other thing for cold, okay, so what I just said is for cold countries, very cold countries where it's snow and so on. The other thing we need is like ideas, let's say 4 different ideas on how they can have their plants in pots, because they cannot plant on the ground because the ground will be frozen, right? As well, will be really cold in some areas. So we have to give them ideas on how they can plant food in containers above ground. So how far will be, and which ones can be in like counters, which ones can be like in type of shelves, right? Or which ones they can hang some pots. So ideas like that. So for our volunteers that are experts in the area, please already have 4 different ideas for those residents that are really strong, really sustainable for those residents to have an idea and implement our template, our program to their greenhouses. So the other things that we need is they cannot have very tall roofs because of when it snows, they have to be able to go outside and scrape the snow off as soon as possible, so they will have more sunlight from the roof as well. Okay, so can't be, because we don't want people in the stairs, we don't want people in big things like that. So we have to find a way that is reasonable. For example, if they can stand in a table, a firm table, then it's okay. So let's say here about 3 yards tall, I think can still work, right? Or almost, so we are not on 3. let's say 280, right? Less than 3 meters high. I think that's really sustainable, really positive, because then people can, every residential community would have one or two firm tables and not stairs, and easily they can scrape, move, and pass to their neighbor. I think something like that is really sustainable. We also need to know what type of, it's not a mop, but what type of snow scraper they would use on glass so the glass won't be scratched with time, right? So probably will be, these flat mops that some Spanish people use. They are just a piece of wood, so maybe wrapped in fabric, right? And after that, they can just hose down the rest with water. Okay, and if it's just a little bit, they can do with water as well. But if it's a lot, they have to scrape first. Okay, I'm not an expert, but those are the two ideas. So if you live in the area and you let me know which one would be the most sustainable, scrape or only the water or have both options. All right, so thank you so much. And for the warm countries, also we need 8 templates and 4 ideas for the inside, because as I said, some places wind too much and will dry them out. Some places are too hot, burning hot, and some rain every day for months, like for 4-6 months even. Okay, all right. So we have these 4 ideas for the inside and how will be the most sustainable sprinkling system. So for people to come and water, or for us to have a place where already attached with sprinklers inside this masonry house, how the walls need to be, because it's going to be a lot of humidity and so on. So we need also experts to give ideas. So 8 templates for outside and 4 templates for inside. I think that's really sustainable. And let's have ready for the warm and cold countries. For the inside area, we also need, because for the warm countries will be 1 or 2 big nurseries for everyone, right? Just mostly for the sprouts and some food, they can have it in pots or in the ground, because it's warm, not pots, sorry, in the ground, to avoid the rain, right? And all the windows will also slide open, and they also have the fan circulating, and the roof will be covered, because in that situation it's the opposite, right? And the light will come from the sides, so the plants won't burn. We can't have glass on the roof. Okay, and drainage also. How will be? What will be the material underground? Will be gravel, sorry. Will be, what will be, right? Or proper draining holes, right? With the cement, everything cement. I think that's more durable. Real thick cement for the ground, and proper drainage that the water will go to the garden from a sink, because everyone needs a sink, right, in case, so they don't have to go outside. Well, the sink can be outside as well. I don't see which one is the most effective, but the water that comes from irrigation and the water from this sink needs to go to the garden. All right, very good. We also need a door that's transparent, so I guess would be plastic, right? Very thick and durable plastic, so people will see when they get in and out, right? To be easy for everyone to see the door. And for warm and cold countries, we have to see how some shelves can be for the sprouts, and some area for real food can be planted, right? So I guess the warm countries can have containers as well, because they have a lot of heat. But as I said, some places rain too much, it's too humid. And for some soft food, right? Greens, they can also produce inside, because you're gonna need a lot of food. So if they make it, grow a little more inside, and then those plants are stronger to be brought outside. And of course, for rainy season, we can plant more hard greens, right? Such as kale, collard greens, and so on. Okay, so now let's talk about something else. The staff that works in businesses of all types. So everyone already needs to bring their items home, because some people bring a lot of things to their offices, and pictures and objects and decoration and office items and stickers and notepads, and so much that's not needed. Because when we will have the 2 weeks cleanup, that everyone will be home for 2 weeks, they are ready, clean up their desks and everything. Okay? All right, so that's the update number 2. We're doing great. Okay. Now, all volunteers of all types need to share our videos with other people. So they need to share for universities, right? Universities, Waldorf schools, nature-based schools, what else? And family, friends, neighbors, and co-workers, everyone they know. Okay, share videos, see which one is most important, which one you can do right now. And you have to share, let's try 20 in your country, 20 in another country. It's very easy to see. University in different countries. So you will be using the first letter of your first name and share with that. So if your name starts with A, you're going to share all countries that starts with A. And if we have too many countries, share with all of them. Please share with all of them. So it's very easy. University on this country, Waldorf schools in this country, nature-based schools on this country. And then you're going to forward one of our letters. If you did not receive one of our emails, that's okay. Just get the playlists and get the emails you think is the most important, the conference for sure, right? Following conferences, the one in June for presidents and for state governors, and the ones for education, so for them to have an idea. So then you make your own email attaching this information. So put like 10 or 20 links, and then you send the same letter every day to everyone, okay? For them to have an idea and say, thank you so much. And you always put on the top, please share first and then check our videos, because people sometimes they're going to be involved watching the videos, and then they're tired already or have to go to work or something, and then they don't have time to share. So if they share right now, it will be better. You can also share in social media while we have them. And the organization launching day will be the day that we will announce a day before, so to everyone we can, and you're gonna see which day it is, because we are going to have a huge international boat parade. Okay? All right. So thank you so much, and start sharing today, because there are many people that have time at home, or they're not working because they don't need, or they watch the kids when they come from school only, and they have some hours free, or retired people. Okay? All right, my friends. And let's share our work with neighbors, with friends, and run every day in the morning, early in the morning or in the afternoon. Make a team, a group at your own residential community, and be ready. Also, start thinking about if you want to be a department director at your residential community or at your work. And be ready. Study, learn, improve, make notes, have your records book, and every day study a little bit on that same hour. Try to get organized and make gather your points and be ready. Okay, thank you. And also share the letters to the presidents, because we already have a letter for the president of Russia, China, and you can also please share with Joseph Biden, and in Brazil, Jair Bolsonaro, and Queen Elizabeth, and I have letters for them. Please share. The other two presidents from United States, Brazil don't have ready, but if you just send information so they will already know about our work. I really appreciate. Thank you. If you want to be a department director, so that's the way you will start. You start being a leader at your residential community or at your work. Start practicing things of our organization and start to get ready. Okay, so you can get your points and be ready to start. And for updates, you just check, and soon we are going to have everything typed, and it will be easy for you to check all the information you need from the department you have chosen to be a department director. And the organization will decide, and hopefully you're the best one, right? That we can trust, and you will have that position that you want. Okay, also please share requirements for our volunteer weeks. So the conferences, and because we're having ongoing following events, so if you share that will be great. So we have more volunteers coming to Florida to help us to complete our handbooks and get our school organized and start our work. Okay, all right, thank you so much.